Overview of our backend. When you log into the PayBee dashboard, this is what it looks like. Everything that you need to do is right here. So let's start exploring. On the left, you have the account section. This is where you can set up information about your organization, pick the colors for your pages, all those kind of things. Then we'd go into the campaign section. So on PayBee, every single portion of your event or your fundraising campaign connects or relates to a campaign. So you'd set up new campaign. We have different types of campaigns that you can choose from. No matter which type you pick, it's pretty easy to set it up. Let's go with donation. You'll fit in all the required fields. You can fine tune it if required. And then you would also set up your levels, which are right here. And then when you hit save, a campaign is created for you. Each campaign has its own QR code that you can download to put on print material, or you also have direct share links to post on social media, as well as copy a link that you can connect to a button on your website or on email campaign and those kind of things. So as you can see here, there are different campaigns that I've created in my test account for silent auction and ticket campaigns for my virtual event and for my in-person event. So just like that. Then moving on to the manage section on the left, you would use this pretty actively when you're running your event or your auction. So let's go into events. This is where your events would show up. You would run your event from right here. You go in, and that's the interface that you use to run your event itself. You can also go in here to look at reports, to go look at your attendee list, to look at your metrics about your events, send out invitation, all those things. Going back here, you also have your links pretty handy. We'll explain those to you more as we work with you on your own event. Tickets and guests on the left would show you your entire guest list and ticket holders list. So this is my ticket holders list. This is my guest list. I can also do table assignments from here, and then also check out different pieces of information that I was collecting from the guests as well. Invitations to your event can also be sent out from here. Let's go into the next tab, which is auctions. This is where I can view information about the different auctions that I'm running. The names of the bidders will show up over here. And then again, you can close your auction, pause bidding, all those things. You can manage your auction. You can also get the bid sheets and the QR code sheets, and they can just be downloaded from here. Peer-to-peer fundraising. This section again helps you manage all your peer-to-peer campaigns. You can have multiple of them running at any given time, and then you can track how all of them are doing. Moving on to the next big section, which is reports. First one is a transfer report. This shows money as it goes into your bank account. So again, we never hold the money, and every time you have donations, we would deposit it into your bank account, so you can see whether it's in transit or paid, and you can drill into any of them. So let's click into this, and then you can see which donations were a part of this transfer. You can see all the fees listed out here. The proceeds, everything totaled up right here, and this is what would match in your bank account to the very cent. This is your all donations report on the left. This shows the breakup. You can sort it based on the time frame that you like, and you can see all the totals. This is your summary. Details are here. You can filter based on a specific campaign you wanted to look at results for, or go to select columns and then turn on every single field that our system has captured, and you can have it handy. You can export this into Excel as well, and import it into any other CRM that you might be using. All pending keeps track of all the carts that were pending at your event for donors who didn't close, and again, you can take very quick action like sending them reminders or close carts if they sent you a check or something. Campaigns on the left, campaign reports. This is again automatically created for you. These are breakdowns for each type of campaign, what part of the money has already come in versus pending, so you could go look at finer details for those. On the left, moving on to donors, this is a mini CRM. This is very handy in helping you take action very quickly for all your donors. So we can turn on all donors that we have in the system, and then you can see how many transactions they did. You could get details for them. And then you could also pull out, sort on last transaction date. So you could follow up with donors who did not donate in the last 6 months, for example. So you can take a lot of interesting action based on that. Recurring on the left shows all the recurring donations that are set up in the system, and then you can follow up on those and take whatever action is needed, and you can update payment information, all those things from here. And then unsettled donations, this shows a list of all my volunteers and the checks and cash that they have collected at events or just for donations. And then you can go look at the details, look at the picture as well. I just have a basic picture over here, but once you've received it from them, you can hit confirm, so it gets taken off against their name. And then matching report on the left shows all my donors who have applied for corporate matching, how many reminders went out, which company they worked for, and then you can send them a reminder if they have not applied for matching. Volunteers on the left keeps tracks of all my volunteers. I could add volunteers just for an event and then remove them after. Once they're added, they can process donations on your behalf. They would process it on their PayBee app on their phone, and then the money would go directly into your bank account as an organization. Users on the left are just users who are added to my backend system. Add donation section, this is where you want to manually add in other donations that you might have received so that you can use PayBee for all your tax receipts and consolidating all your donor information. You can go and add it one by one, or you could bulk upload. We have a template which you just fill up and it would upload. And that's about it for our backend demo. Again, it's all designed to be super user-friendly, and we're here if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye-bye.